Hello, Keith Jones here, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about why change is so difficult for most people. You see, the thing is, we all have this feeling that we want to change. We all know that there are certain things in our life we want to change. For instance, you may want to change your job. You may be having difficulties with relationships and want to make big improvements there. There could be all sorts of things in your life that you want to change. The thing is, even though we know we want that change, and in some cases, even though we know there's absolute need, a real necessity for that change, we still have problems seeing that change through. So there must be a reason for that, because it's not just the odd individual that has that issue. These issues are things that actually pretty much most of us have. And partly that's down to human nature. See, the thing is, we like to be comfortable. We like to stay within our comfort zones. And quite often, we actually prefer to stay in our comfort zone rather than to expand our life, rather than going out and changing the things that we know we want to change or indeed need to change. Now that seems like quite a strange thing to do, doesn't it? Because really that's self-sabotage. But actually it's part of human nature. We just have this thing within us that, we're almost happy to stay with a second-rate life if it doesn't mean we have to change and put in some effort and take some action. You see, we're quite happy. We can be comfortable with a job that's okay. We can be comfortable with a relationship that is okay most of the time. Which is really quite strange, isn't it? When you look around at people and actually we can see that they're really quite unhappy, yet they can't do something about it. They can't make the necessary change. And this is quite interesting, because here we are looking to change ourselves, looking to improve ourselves. Yet if that means stepping out of our comfort zone too much, then for many people, they won't do it. At least not on their own. And that's where they need the help and support of family, friends, work colleagues maybe, or a coach. See, the other problem we have is we're very often surrounded by negativity. Now, I don't know about you, but certainly when I started to talk about leaving a stable job, 9-to-5 job, 5 days a week, I was enjoying it most of the time, but felt there was something extra that I wanted from life. Now, as soon as I started talking to my partner about that, she started getting a bit worried. So immediately I started to get negative vibes. I started to talk to my work colleagues, and they're all the same. Surely you're not going to throw away this really good job and do something like coaching, which is where I've ended up, because that's where I wanted to end up. You're not going to leave this job, your regular income, and do something where you have no idea what your income's going to be. You have no idea whether you're going to be a success or not. So I'm starting to get those negative vibes, those negative thoughts from other people. And of course, that then starts to impact on me, because then I start to have those doubts as well. I start to be thinking, hold on a minute, I've got a nice secure job, it's well paid, nice steady income coming in, I'm set up until I retire. Why am I thinking of changing all that? Why am I thinking of taking the risk? Maybe you've been in that same position as well. And the thing that got me through was starting to work on myself first. I had to change my mindset. I had to realise that staying comfortable wasn't really an option for me. Yes, getting comfortable was an option I wanted. And I feel like now I'm starting to reap the benefits of all the hard work that I've put in. All the hard work that my coaches have put in with me as well over the years. All the reading, all the self-help. So, if you're in that position that you desperately want to change something, but you've got all these niggling doubts, not only from you, but from the people surrounding you, if you're afraid to take that step out of your comfort zone, then that's the time to start looking for someone to help. Now, if you're lucky, you may get a close friend who's willing to support you on this. But even that may not be enough. And that's where I come in. As someone who's helped many, many people go through this process, I now know which questions to ask. Because I'm not a guide, I'm not a mentor, I'm not here to advise you. As a coach, I'm here to help you make the decisions that are best for you. Not the decisions that I think you should make. And that's really important to understand. Because when clients come to me, they quite often come to me with an idea of what they want to change. They quite often come to me with an idea of, oh, look, I'm doing this job, but now I'd like to be, a computer programmer. I'd like to be a consultant. I'd like to work for myself. And, unlike most coaches who will start to take them down that track, my first question is always why? Why do you want to change? Why do you want to have a career that's totally different to something you're doing now? Why do you want to take the risk of setting up your own business? And when they answer that question, I'll listen to what they say. And my next question again normally is, okay, so why is that so important to you? You see, coaching, true life coaching, is about looking at the whole life, the whole picture. And getting your client, that's you, to dig deep into their own thoughts, to dig deep into their own motives. Because if you do things for the wrong reasons, you will just end up failing. And that's not what I'm about. And it shouldn't be what you're about either. Because the more times you fail, the less likely you are to keep going. So the importance and the value of coaching is to help you make the right decisions for you. It's to help you understand your why, to help you understand you as an individual, to understand you as a person, and to help you understand where you, as an individual, fit into the lives of everyone around you. Because you can't do this without thinking of your family. If you have a partner, it's important that you think of them too. And that's something I didn't do for a time. I made decisions for me. Not because I didn't love my partner, not because I didn't love Jo. She's the most important person in my life. But the key to it is, yes, you have to do what's right for you, but what's right for you has to work alongside your family, has to work alongside everything. And these are key things that I help people to understand as we go through the coaching process. So, are you in this position now where you know that your life is not as you want it? It might be that you're thinking of a career change. It might be that you want to rebuild your relationships. It might be you want to get healthier and fitter. Might be all of those things, plus many other things. Maybe you feel as though you should be happy. Maybe you've got a great relationship, family around you, everything going well, good job, but deep down, there's something missing. And you can't quite put your finger on that. You're not quite sure what it is. You know there's something missing, but you're not quite sure what it is. Well, if that's the case, click the button below and set up your free 30-minute discovery conversation with me. And in that 30 minutes, we'll discover several things. One, you will discover whether you want to consider working with me. Two, I will consider whether I want to work with you as your coach. And three, you'll start to discover a few things about yourself. You'll have some insights. And at the end of that 30 minutes, if we both think it's a good idea for us to work together, I'll set you up with another free session. And this time it will be a lot longer. We'll look at 60, maybe 90 minutes of really digging deep into you as a person and what it is that you want to change, and of course why you want to make those changes. After that, we'll make that final decision about whether we move forward again. Look, at the very worst, you're going to be giving up 30 to 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours of your life, and I guarantee you will find out something about yourself in that time. You will find out something about yourself that will help you move forward, even if you decide not to take me on as your coach. If you take me on as your coach, not only will you find out those things, but you will totally transform your life. So, it's very simple. Click the button below. Start this ball rolling right now. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. It's a 30-minute talk. And look, if you get into it 5-10 minutes and you think, hold on a minute, I don't want to do this, that's fine. We'll end it there and then. No obligation, no commitment at this stage. Press the button below and let's get started.